the Houston area, coming over the big bridge over the bay. Still pulling my little double trailers back here. Trying to get in here and get these things delivered this morning. So I stopped on the way down last night. So that I could get in here just as soon as they opened this morning. Which seems to be pretty good timing, I guess. I'll try and give you a little bit of a view out over the edge of the bridge here. Lovely, isn't it? Refineries, smog and refineries. Lovely area. It's okay, I'm about 12 miles from getting these things delivered. Pasadena's my exit. 225 west, that's what I want. So here we are in the lovely Houston area. I'm out actually coming into the east side of Houston, Pasadena side. My cords are funky here. There we go. So this is my last turn until I get to the Beltway, I believe. I'm turning on at 225 right now, Interstate 225. I think it's 225. So 11 more miles and I'll get off under the Beltway. Now the Beltway is a toll road, but I'm not going to get on the Beltway. I'm just going to run the service roads underneath it. Well, if I can get over in this lane, I will anyway. I'm running out of lane here. I've had trouble with people this morning not letting me over even when I'm signaling and moving over. I had a guy almost sideswipe me. He didn't want to. He sped up so I couldn't get over and tried to sideswipe me basically. It's like, what the hell's wrong with people? You know, it wouldn't have hurt him a bit to just let me get over and merge onto the interstate, but hell no, that wasn't what he was interested in doing. He would wreck his truck before he would let me out. That was the attitude he had, because he damn near sideswiped me. So anyway, people are nuts. People are friggin' nuts. And the more populated areas you get into, the nuttier people freaking are. And I can understand why totally, because it's frustrating dealing with so many people and having to wait in line for every damn thing you do. In competition with a million people, you know, for one resource or whatever. I understand why people get to be this way. It's not a mystery to me. It's just not. I don't like it. It annoys the shit out of me when I have to deal with them, but, you know, this is the reality of the existence in our society these days, where there are too many people for too few resources. And it's only going to get worse from here on out, because look at all the people coming in illegally. They're going to also be in competition. So they're saying now by the time Biden gets out of office, there'll be 10 million illegal aliens that have come across the border that he's just let in. You know, this might backfire on him though. I don't think he's going to get the second term. I have strong suspicions that, you know, either President Trump or RFK will be the one that takes the reins in 2024. I really think it's going to be Trump. And I think RFK may help that along if he decides to switch over and run as a libertarian or independent. Even if he runs as a Democrat, I don't know, he's having all kinds of trouble. They won't even issue him a Secret Service team to protect him. That's how shitty and petty the Biden administration is. You know, to deny a Kennedy a Secret Service detail. That's just totally shitty. But that's what they're doing. So I got about 3.5 more miles on this mess. Then I'll get down on surface streets. And then we'll get these things delivered. I don't mind coming in this way so much. Coming in from the north is a major pain in the butt because I got to go right through all of Houston and all of the interstates and all of that. If I slip around this east side and come in, I can kind of come in without really having to get into that whole system very much. Just a little tiny bit, which this is the little bit here. It's like 6 miles on this interstate and then surface roads, and I can just deliver and get the hell back out, which is my total plan. It's 8:01. That's good. They should have the gates open. That's my main concern. I didn't want to get here before they open the gates because there's no place for me to go. It's a heavy population metro area. And it's not a place I really want to just be sitting around on the side of the street. With a couple of trailers tied together. Okay, I don't know what this guy's got on here, but he's dumping some kind of liquid. What the hell is he doing? I wonder if that's off the top of his tarp. It might be. It might have rained here last night. There were some pretty spectacular clouds back to the east when I came up through here. So I don't know. 2 more miles of this shit. I've already had enough of it, if you can't tell. Already. People are just, you know, that good old craziness is coming out strong today. Of course, nobody wants to be behind me because they can tell I'm moving slow. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be behind me either. But they don't have to run me over either. Okay, 1.5 miles more. Oh, seems like I'm never going to get there. Really stinks here. A lot of refinery out here. All this refinery shit. A lot of petroleum smell. Pretty stinky. Not the kind of place I'd want to live. I don't know. Some people like it here. I guess a lot of people like it here in Houston, in the Houston area. I'm not one of them. I come in here grudgingly to deliver my loads and get the hell out. I don't understand people wanting to live in an environment like this. It makes no sense to me. It just doesn't compute. I don't get it. I mean, to me, there's nothing about this that's appealing. Not a thing. Totally nothing. All I can figure is that the people who think this is a great place to live have been living somewhere even worse, and this is an improvement to where they've been. It's not the case with me. Where I live is much better of an environment than this, I think. That's just me. I like having green grass and cattle for neighbors and not oil refineries and, you know, even though they got cool murals painted on the oil refineries. Those are very cool. Okay, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. Look at this idiot. People are fucking nuts. I'll tell you, they just as soon run your ass over as look at you. They don't care, you know. Oh, well, you're in my way, I'll just run over your ass. Gee, how nice. What nice people. Ugh. Annoying. Highly annoying. Okay, where's my turn lanes here? Okay, I need the wide turn lane. This is it. Yeah, this guy in this dually in front of me damn near ran me over. Well, you saw. Coming around the front end of me. You know, he's much more important than I am, obviously. He ain't much of a driver either from the looks of his truck. It's pretty beat to shit. Pretty beat up. It's a good thing they got these lanes painted on the road, or I wouldn't even know where to go here. I'd be like, what? I want to make this nice and wide so I don't drag my trailers over on that other lane. Okay, so I got 2 miles of this to endure. To endure. I ain't shit neither. It's all about enduring it. Half up to my turn. I'll have to get over in the left lane for that, but I'm going to get through this light first. I think I lose the left lane up here. I don't remember exactly, but it seems like when I started out in that left lane I had to come back over in this one and then go back, so we'll get up here and see. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've been in here. Yeah, I'm right. My memory was correct. That's why nobody's in this left lane, because it goes away. I got another mile to my turn. It's all toll road up there on the Beltway, Highway 8. Augustine. Not what I need. Left lane in. Damn it. I fell for it anyway. So I'm going to have to do the same shit again. Get over in the right lane and then get back in the left lane again. It might be fun with all this traffic. Left lane in. Merge right. See if they're going to let me. Thank you, appreciate you. That's awesome. So they actually let me over. Yeah, 4 tenths. wanting. Please, come on. Oh my gosh. What's about fun? Not really. All of this to make my turn, so I don't drag my trailers across anybody's nose. Okay, my GPS is lost. It just figured it out. So what I have to do is I have to go down past this place and I have to come back from the other direction so I can turn left across the lane, have room to get in their gate. They got a skinny ass little gate and a tiny little lot. So it's always a pain in the butt getting in here, but once these people get past me, maybe I can get over and get set to turn around. Oh my gosh. Squinchy little roads, I tell ya. Okay, here's their lot. So if you notice here, there's no place to turn. Their driveways are real narrow and tight. And make sure their gates are open. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I get down here. I'm not going to get over because these people are not going to let me over, I guess. So maybe this one will. So I need to turn here, turn around. This is a spot I can turn around when I don't have super ultra long trailers on. But I do have two of them, so I have to make the most of it here. This is always so much fun getting in and out of here. And not really, I hate delivering here. Seriously, freaking hate it. Make sure I missed that curb. Now I just got to get in through their squinchy gate. Skinny little squinchy gate. The more room I have to turn, the better, but I'm only going to have, well, I might be able to steal a little. No, probably not. That's about what I've got to work with, so hope I got enough. That major monumental pain in the ass this gate is. And we're in. Thank God. Thank God above. I want to pull these over as tight as I can get them to these other trailers because there's no room in this lot. This is way too friggin' tight. Alright, I'm going to get out here and unhitch. Get these things signed off on. Let's see. Hallelujah. I'm so happy to be here. Sincerely. No damage. I'll be back. Somebody. Take the hitch off. for it and wait on the damn hitch now. That nobody's taken off. Okay, here I'm making comments without my mic on. I'm waiting for them to take this hitch off of the other trailer, and they're all absorbed with this guy now. It's probably a paying customer, so he takes precedence over me. I'm just the hired help. Yeah. Jeez, I woke up this morning, my hair was all curly. All this humidity will do that. Oh, he's got some kind of electrical problem. This guy's pretty good with electrical stuff. I had an electrical problem on a trailer I dragged down here and delivered. The last time I was here, it's probably been 3 or 4, 6 months ago. Damn
New text message from
me.
Rodney Star Loadmaster.
Every friggin' time. But this guy figured it out pretty quick. He's one of those guys, like him and Bill would have stuff to talk about because he understands electricity, wiring and shit. Oh, dude's got a winch in there. So anyway, there's a guy over here with another trailer that's screwed up evidently. I wish they'd get my hitch though, and you know, he's got a guy standing there doing nothing beside him. This other guy could be taking my hitch off, get me going. That would make too much sense. I'm sure he'd rather just stand around. Sometimes. I cease to exist in these people's realm of awareness. Have him drop the trailer, work on it. Get me out of here, would ya? Come on, guy. Oh my gosh. Oh well, I don't know anywhere I gotta be anyway. I guess. Come on, you guys. Please get me out of here. I think he just realized that I'm sitting here waiting. Saw the light bulb go on over his head. That dude just distracted the hell out of him. I get that. Totally do. So here he comes with his machine. Get these trailers in there and get them apart. I think I'm out of his way enough. Yeah. Okay, they already got them separated. So what they got to do is they got to pull the hitch off of this trailer that he's pulling in now. There's a hitch bolted to the floor of that trailer. That's all I'm waiting for. My hitch box is open and waiting for it, so this shouldn't take long now that he's got his attention on it. This guy's go-getter. He's here to get stuff done. Sometimes I don't like having to sit and wait, but you know, sometimes people got other stuff to do too. Meantime, I could be trying to find a route to get me out of here where I don't have to go back through Houston. Home. Guess that's where I'm going. It doesn't seem to have anything else for me. Now, I don't want to go into Houston. This is going to run me right through Houston, which is a giant mess right now. I don't know, I might go back kind of the way I came, make a big circle around. The problem with these circular roads around Houston is they're toll roads, and they are not cheap toll roads. So I either have to go back the way I came or I have to cut right up through. I don't want to cut right up through. I'm just going to go back the way I came. Let's see. Settings. Now I'm just a car. Oh, quit. Vehicle profile car. Where to? Recent. I go back out to Baytown, I can circle up around and not have to do any of this ridiculous bullshit. Like sitting in traffic in Houston for 3 days. I really don't want to do. I'm no fan of Houston, actually. Not that you'd know that, right? Not that you would guess that, necessarily. What I will do is if I can find some place on the way out, I'll get some food. I'm kind of hungry. Once I have this hitch and lock my toolbox up, I can leave. He may have it undone. I'm gonna go see. I'm out of here. The hitch, comma, period. All right, so we are, I gotta go back further than that to get out of here. So make sure I don't back into this other trailer. That would suck. Would so suck. See, I mean, this is a squinchy little parking lot. Probably can't see anything because of the damn fog. It's so humid here, everything's fogging up. I've got to run the defroster just so I can see out the windshield. It's crazy. Then like trying to pop out on a busy road. Why am I hanging up on everything? Come on, people. Give me a break here, would you? Alright. So when I stop and deliver like that, if I don't have anything else especially, I stop and take off my hitches and stow them. And I've got the hitch that I hauled those up with, which was my 3-inch drop, 2 5/16, which is what I usually use on those. And then I've got, in addition to that, I've got the custom hitch that they pulled off of the lead trailer. So I had them throw it in my toolbox. So everything's done. That way I don't have anything sticking out of the back of my truck. So if I walk around the back of the truck at Starbucks not thinking I'm not going to break my knee on the damn hitch sticking out. I have whacked my knees on those things more times than I can tell you. And the only way to prevent it for me, because I'm a dumbass and never learn, I guess, is to take them out and put them in the toolbox. And not to leave the hitch on the truck. So, you know. It's sad but true. So I'm going to go back out the way I came in, which means follow the beltway over to 225. I think that's the road number. I don't know. It may take longer that way, but I don't feel like dealing with Houston traffic. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I guess. I don't know what these guys over here got going, but I'm gonna go. Run, girl, run. You got more energy than I do, sister. The only time I plan on running is if something really meaner than me is chasing me. So I don't run very often, I can tell you that. But if you see me running, you better run too. If I'm running, there's a good reason for it. Since I don't chase people anymore. So if I run now, it's purely survival. You thought I was going to say for fun, didn't you? Oh, for survival. Right. Yay. Don't race or rage. Drive safe. Road's in pretty bad shape. These roads around here have been bad ever since I've been coming down here for the past 15 years or so. They're just rough as hell. For some reason my GPS isn't giving me a route. Oh, start a new route. Maybe that's why. I just want it to get me back to Baytown because I can figure it out from there. Gosh. Okay, we finally have a route, which is good because I'm about to where I need to turn and I know it. It's still calculating, it still can't figure this shit out. Pasadena Freeway is 225. That is not a toll road. So that's why I'm going to go back out. I'm just going to get far enough out to get outside of the Houston metro area, and then I'll work my way back up around to Highway 59 or Highway 69 or whichever one I can get. Maybe cut my way up to Highway 6 eventually or whatever. Or 190 would be a good one to run into. Something to get me across the north side of Houston so I don't have to sit in traffic on the interstate. And this may add 20 miles to my trip, so be it. Deer Park report, that's where I want. For some reason, my GPS is not giving me a clear. Oh, now it is finally. Why it's doing what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but it is. counterintuitive heading east when I live northwest of here, north and west. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And I don't want to do any more of that. No more city driving for me today. That's about all I want of it. Unless I can get something somewhere else that I've got to go get. I've got it in my mind too that if I do get something else down here, it'd be over here at Rose City, which is at Beaumont, which is east. So better for me to stay on the east side long enough to find out than to head north and then have to come back east to get something. But I don't think I'm going to get anything. I think if I was going to get something, I'd already have it. And I don't have to drive 55 anymore because I don't have doubles behind me. I've been driving 55 all night, well, all morning. I stopped last night. Stopped up at, what was the name of that town? Good something. I don't know. Somewhere back up the road, about 100 miles out. Got it written down on my log anyway. So it doesn't matter if I can't remember what it's called now. I stopped up there and got fuel and sat for 10 hours. Like you're supposed to do. Just waiting for it to get early enough or late enough for me to leave and get in here about 8 o'clock. I didn't want to get here earlier because you saw the yard. If those gates were closed, there was nowhere for me to go. So I had to get in there while the getting was good. Okay, I want north 146. Man, it stinks here. Really stinks. It's a combination of smog and refineries. It's nasty. Glad my home doesn't smell like this, I tell you. I don't think I'd care for that too much. Not particularly. Most of the time around our place it smells like hay. Hay, cows, and chickens. So Bill finished building his rooster condo. We were housing him at night. Since we decided we can't have men with the girls because they're too rough with them. So we just made a bachelor pet, so nobody will take them. You can't give away a rooster. So we thought, well, we'll just keep them as pets. But we were housing them at night because they couldn't go in the coop anymore with the hens because they were being mean to them. Or the hens thought they were anyway. So let's try that. So we had 3 kennels that we were putting them in. Well, that wasn't going to get it for the winter because it would be too cold. There was no way to heat those kennels at all. Not that we heat the chickens very much because they don't require much, but you know, you got to be able to keep the wind off of them and stuff. So Bill has been working on this rooster barn, as he called it, the rooster barn, for about a week, and it's finally in service. So they've been staying in it for 2 nights now. It's a whole lot better than the kennels they were in. I don't know if they appreciate it or not, but they should. Okay, I got 2.5 miles and I got to go left up here. bear left. And speed limit is 65, so I guess I'll run 65 instead of pedaling along. 2 more miles. We'll cross that Bay Bridge again. That fancy bridge. I don't want to go too fast. I want to go the speed limit, but I don't want to get a ticket. So this gray cloud over to our right is a combination of fog and smog, I think. Man, it stinks here. It's starting to give me a headache. I'd be glad to get out of here. Very glad. Got another mile on this. North, that's what I want. Don't want south. Don't want to go to LaPorte. Oh. Back up in here there was a Starbucks. I think it might have been in Mount, what's the name of that town? Mount something, Baloo or something like that. Mont Baloo. That might be where I saw that, but I'll probably go back around that way because that'll get me out around all these refineries and shit. Get me back headed north. Houston Ship Channel. Lane ends, merge left. Okay. Alright. Where are you gonna be, guy? 'Cause I'm passing you. Don't come over on me. Now there's some ships out there. I don't know if you can see them or not. I'm going to try and turn it so you can, but I don't think this camera's sitting high enough to get them. No, it's not. I'm sorry. If I had my tripod in here, it would be a different story. We'd probably have the ships, but as it is, there's a couple of them in there coming in. Those aren't like the biggest ships. They're relatively smaller ones. Some of them are just gigantic, you know, enormous. Those are not. Not the enormously huge type. Here, I'll give you a picture of the bay. That's not the Gulf, that's just the bay going out. We can't really see the Gulf from here. I guess maybe on a clear day you could, but on a clear day you can see forever. Yeah, okay. I'll quit. I'll quit. I shall stop doing that. young enough to know what I'm referring to, that's okay. I guess you could look it up. Man, I'll be glad when we get up out of this smoggy nastiness. Where to? Recent. Mont Bellevue. There we go. That's my next town up the road. To go back the way from whence I came. It's dropping shit all over the road. It's a burnout car, it looks like to me. Dudes are dropping shit everywhere. Guess he doesn't care. Didn't seem to care. Not too much. Driving 55 anymore. Nope. Running the speed limit. So hopefully all these places I came through that had the school zones that were all jammed up before will be opened up by the time I come back through. That would be nice. I guess I better slow down a little bit. Drop to 60. This thing won't pick a route and stick with it. I have no idea. 7.9 to Main Street. Keeps calculating, recalculating. It's stuck in calculate mode. It's not really helping me a whole lot here. Two-lane closure ahead. basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up under I-10 and north. This is just a big loop. It's taking me where I need to go for sure. There's the end of our detour. Good, we're back on the highway. I'm just going to go where I want to go. I've got it set for home, but it's going to try and run me back through Houston on I-10, I'm sure, which I'm not going to do. I'm just not going to do. And again, it might surprise me. Maybe it'll just run me back up 59. Who knows? 59 to 190, maybe. Yes, I want to avoid tolls. Yeah, it's going to try and run me back through Houston. Which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I've got half a tank of fuel, so I'm in good shape. I got like, I don't know, 350 miles worth of fuel on. I did really well for fuel mileage coming down here because I was traveling pretty slowly. I was taking my time with those doubles, so I was getting like over 12 miles to the gallon, that's pretty good for that kind of a configuration. I usually run between 10 and 12. If they were cargo trailers, I would have been closer to 10, I think. But the fact that they were, probably just stopped there and got a cup of coffee. Yeah, this poor GPS, it's jammed up. It can't even think. It's at 7% for a non-toll road route. I mean, they're supposed to be helpful because they're supposed to go through the routes quicker than you can do it. Well, not necessarily true. I'll try and flip that. See my display on this camera at all. I'm having a hell of a time with it. I want my tripod back. They're sitting too damn close. I can't get this one to stay over there. Quit being a son of a bitch. Alright. We might be okay now. Maybe. I'm gonna stop and get a cup of coffee. I don't have to worry about not being able to get in or out of a parking lot now. All the way down here it was worry, worry, worry. Don't pull in where you can't see. If I couldn't see it, I didn't pull into it. Because I didn't want to get jammed up. Well, it should be good now. Hope this is a good one. I hope they got some decent coffee. This coffee I've got is lousy and it's cold. Oh, never mind. Nope. And say what you want. When I see they're Pakistani owned, I just go on down the road. Main reason being because they don't have coffee. They're usually dirty too, but they're not big on providing coffee. So, you know, I am a little picky about where I stop when I have the choice to be a little picky about it. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not going to argue with if I have advance warning that that's what it is. So, you know. Because I'm after coffee, so my best coffee bet is probably going to be McDonald's or Starbucks. Now I'm actually thinking about it. We're getting ready to go under I-10 up here, which is good. I want to get beyond I-10. Once I get beyond that, then I can start edging back over to the northwest. Northwest. Well, come on around, little guy. Be aware I'm coming over too. There you go. Good job. Shipley Donuts. I thought it said Simply Donuts. I'm such a dumbass sometimes. Shipley Donuts. Okay, I know 7-Eleven doesn't have coffee. They've got that fake instant shit nowadays. I may just be SOL unless I can find a Starbucks or a McDonald's. And McDonald's is going to be hit or miss, iffy. It'll either be really good or really freaking bad. And I've been striking out at McDonald's mostly lately. It's been pretty bad at every McDonald's I've been to since I left Mississippi a month and a half ago. That was the last good cup of McDonald's coffee I had. So, what we got in here? Anything? Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, Walmart. There's McDonald's up there. Never been to one of those. There are a lot of restaurant chains that I've never even heard of, let alone gone to. I've seen that one, but I've never been to one. I don't know, is that Japanese cuisine? Seems like it would be. Shogun? I don't know. Locked up trying to find me a route that didn't have tolls. It's pretty pathetic. It's been thinking for the last 10 minutes, literally, trying to find a no toll route. Problem with this GPS, I think, is it's conflicting. When you ask it to find you a no toll route, it wants to put you on the interstates because that's where the advertisers for this GPS want you to go, because that's where the truck stops are. They want you to go by their truck stops. But if you're in a no toll mode, that precludes getting you on a bunch of those interstates. So it just locked it up, just froze it up. And should just about be out of the refinery zone. Just about. And we're fixing to cross under 99, which is a toll road. I wasn't aware that that was a toll road until I looked at the map this morning, so I was actually thinking of coming in on 99. But I was damned if I was going to pay a toll for that when there was an alternative. So I didn't. Let's try home, see what we come up with. Okay, all this petroleum shit is giving me a serious headache. I'm kind of over it. Shit in my console. Unfortunate. Fishing for Alka-Seltzer is what I'm doing. Trying to have a headache. Ah. Got it. This damn GPS is just locked up. I don't know what the problem is with it. If it doesn't have a satellite connection or what, you'd think it would say so. But it cannot find me a route without tolls, evidently. Which is not helpful. Nice straight irrigation canal, it looks like. It's either irrigation or a shipping canal, one of the two. Didn't look big enough to be a shipping canal. Or maybe it was just a flood control canal. Obviously man-made waterway. Dang it. thing to sit over here where I want it. Oh, quit. Just quit. There we go. Maybe it'll behave itself now. Keeps trying to crowd the other camera. This is tearing up my sinuses. That's why it's giving me a headache, I guess. I'll be glad to get out of this region. Just double check, make sure I'm not missing anything here. I'm not. So today's Tuesday. I'm taking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off because my sister's coming down. So if I don't get anything else today, I mean, I might have time for a short trip tomorrow, but you know, I'm probably not going to get much for the rest of the week. But that's okay, because this was a decent paying job and I didn't have a motel bill. I stopped, but I didn't buy a motel. So not the most comfortable night I've ever spent, but it wasn't too bad, all things considered. I've had worse nights on the road than this. It wasn't bad. I've never slept in this truck before. And I didn't just sit in the truck for 10 hours either. I got out, walked around, went in the store. I stayed at a truck stop. Had supper, you know, that kind of stuff. Got a cup of coffee this morning. So it wasn't bad. The only thing about it that was bad was I didn't want to run the motor and burn a bunch of fuel unnecessarily, and it was muggy. And it wasn't really hot. It was about 72, 73 degrees. And I had the windows open some. Not enough where somebody could stick their arm in, but had them open for ventilation. So it wasn't bad, but it was so humid, so muggy. That's why I woke up, my hair was all curled. I don't know what it's doing now. There's no telling. I think it feels like it's still curled on the ends. It's trying to be ringlets. And I don't really have curly hair. I've got kind of wavy hair, but not straight, but not curly. But today it's curly. Trying to curl up in ringlets. Very weird. It's kind of a funny feeling. This thing is still trying to find me a way home. This is ridiculous. Where to? Home. How hard is this to figure? I think my GPS is having trouble connecting with the satellite. If I had to. Imagine what could possibly be wrong with it. Because it's not finishing its calculations. It's like in a calculation loop. So I think it's got a faulty, maybe all this fog and stuff is just messing up. I don't know. Or maybe the satellite before it fell out of the sky. I don't freaking know. You would think it would just say if it didn't have a satellite connection, but it's not saying that either, so I don't know what the hell its problem is. It's a good thing I know the way home. Of course, I've got my Google Maps, so I guess I could try that. Try my Google Maps. No, go ahead and run me on toll routes, because if I ask you not to, you're just going to stay stuck in a loop. 90 East. I remember crossing 90 East. Okay, 90. Yeah, this is going to run me back up the way I came in. That's good. Okay. So my phone actually came through for me. I have a route. Just Pretty much the same route I brought down here, that I came down here on. Gosh. This isn't brain surgery, you know? And that thing, that GPS is stuck on 99%. Now it started over again. It just can't get out of the calculation loop. It's something with the satellite. It's not connecting with the satellite. Wacky. A man out walking in his field. Thank God we're out of town. We're out of the city zone. On my left side is train yards and swamps, and on my right is farmland. So it didn't take too long to get out of the urban zone coming this way, which pleases me immensely. Now that I know this route, I can use this more often if I need to. I won't use a different route to this if I have to come back into this store, because I'm not going to cut all the way through Houston and put up with all that bullshit. It's just too busy, too many traffic delays. I mean, I had a couple of delays this morning coming in, just sitting outside of school zones, but it wasn't like sitting, for an hour on the interstate either. Sitting for 5 minutes waiting for the light to change and everybody to work their way through the choke point. But it's A-okay. Very nice looking cemetery. Palms Memorial Park. Doesn't look to be very old. I think it's up here in about 2 miles where there's a Starbucks. But it may be problematic because it's sitting across from a busy intersection. So I have to see if I want to mess with it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to mess with Starbucks or not. I think I'd just about rather have just regular something from a convenience store if I can find one that's, I wish every convenience store was like the Dunkin' Y in the products they offer. Of course, they're not. Very few of them are. Very few. Okay, well, anyway, I know how to get home from here, so I'm happy. 419 miles. It's about right. There's 380 from Medill. So 40 more. Yeah, that makes sense because I won't go back up through Medill. That's out of the way now. Okay, there's the Starbucks. Let's just try this convenience store, maybe. Auto entrance. Oh, it's a 7-Eleven. Never mind. They don't have what I want. Oh well. Maybe Starbucks is a viable option. I can get food at Starbucks anyway. Well, I can get coffee there too. It's just a matter of how much money do I want to spend. I guess I'm just going to go to Starbucks. I might as well. if I can get out on this road. Crazy drivers, crazy fast drivers. Man, having to have that defroster all the way up just so the windshield won't fog. It's just a gray, misty, foggy day. It's kind of weird because it was clear this morning. So I don't know if this is moving in off the Gulf. It might be rolling in. See, I guess I need to go in that other driveway if I ever get a go light. Finally. Pretty unbusy Starbucks. It's kind of unusual.
Good morning, welcome to Starbucks. My name is Nate. What can we get for you?
Hi, do you have the bacon egg bites?
We sure do.
Can I get an order of those and a venti decaf mocha hot?
Okay, so give me 1 second. I do want to make sure we do have the egg bites.
Okay.
Okay, we do. And then what was the drink, ma'am? I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a venti decaf mocha hot.
Oops, venti decaf mocha hot.
Yep.
Gotcha. And what else for you?
That's it.
Alrighty, love. Go ahead and pull forward. We'll have your code out the window.
Awesome. Thank you. Doing good, how are you?
I cannot complain. I woke up. We got 1180, okay?
Sure.
I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's actually,
Like, oh, okay.
yeah,
Hey,
better when it's hot.
yeah, no, I totally get you.
Yeah, Northerners laugh at them.
Oh,
They're
hey.
like, why don't you just wear a long sleeve shirt? I'm like, you never been to
Yeah, 'cause
Texas.
sometimes it's so hot. It's cold some places, and sometimes you gotta bust them off.
Yeah.
Just 1 second. Okay, we're just waiting on that to come up, alright?
Sure, thank you.
Here you go, love.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you much. Have a good one.
We'll see you, okay? Thank you.
All right, thanks. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I like little gay boys. Little overly gay boys. Not like I'd want to bring one home as a pet or anything. But I found that most of the gay guys I know are very gentle souls, actually. They're pretty sweet people. They're just different, you know. Takes all kinds. You know, I'm not crazy about what they do, but it's not my job to scold them over that either, I guess. You know, I'm not the gay police. go north here. Yeah, I guessed right. Good. My brain's kind of working. You know, people do stuff that other people disagree with, and I know there are some people who believe it's your Christian duty to point out a person's sins and all that. And I guess they've got a point, you know. But I don't feel like that's my deal, you know. I'm not gung-ho about pointing out what, you know, people say are flaws in other people when that's just how those people are, you know. I don't know how else to put it. I'm not going to hate on them for being who they are, put it that way. And like I say, most of them that I've known have been very gentle souls. There's only one that I know he's kind of a militant type of gay guy, and I think he was like into some other not so nice stuff. He wasn't such a gentle soul. But, you know, by and large, sometimes you just gotta take people for what they are and not be too stressed out over it, because nothing that you say is going to change them, obviously, you know, just so you know. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and eat and drive a while, and I will come back when I got a little less fog and a little more scenery maybe. So I'll see y'all in a while.